Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are going to talk about position trade and scalping trade. First of all, we have to understand what is position trade and what is scalping trade. Let me explain you. This is the basic thing you must understand before you start taking trades in the market. So first of all, here you can see this is position trade details. For example, you have $5,000. Your margin or your entry margin will be $5, let's say. So you have take the $5 margin, and whenever you will DCA, you will also DCA with $5. So this will be your first DCA. Let's say after even first DCA the price is dumping, you will do one more DCA with $10. Let's say after the second DCA the price is again dumping or going against your trade, so you will do third DCA with $20. At the end you can do the fourth DCA with $40. That's how you can make the entry first, and at least you can do 4 DCA in position trade. Yes, you can do more, but I want to make it more safe and risk free. So now the result is your total margin is 1.6% and your leverage is 50, but still your liquidation price is 0. This is the most important thing, that after you make entry, even you do 4 DCA, still now your total margin is 1.6%, your liquidation price is 0. So that's how you can make profit without setting the stop loss. This is the proper way to do position trade. Yes, you can take maximum 3% margin. Yes, you can do one more DCA. Even you can get the profit at the first entry, like $5 margin. So even you can take profit at that time. But as we are doing position trade, we don't have set any stop loss. That's why we have the option to do more DCA. Alright, this is the proper way to do position trade. Now the second one is scalping trade. Now how to do this, let me explain to you. First of all, it doesn't matter how much fund you have. Yes, you must have a good fund. It doesn't matter exactly how much, but you must have to trade at least. Then you have to set the margin. Now how you will decide the margin? Like in position trade, we can decide the margin, let's say 0.1% of your total fund. But in scalping, it doesn't matter how much fund you have. When you are taking the margin will depend on your stop loss. Let's say you have entered at $10. So your stop loss will be, let's say, $9. So you have to calculate how much margin you should take as per the stop loss. Let's say you want to risk $50 in this trade. So you will set the margin like that. You will calculate that how much margin you should take, so that if it even hit the stop loss, you will get a $50 loss, not more than this. Let's say if I take $100 margin and it hit the stop loss, I will lose $50. But if it hits the target, I will get $100 profit or $50 profit. That's how we do the scalping trade. The most important thing in scalping trade is a stop loss. With understanding the stop loss, you will decide how much margin you should take in this trade. This is the basic thing. And you can't hold this trade, and you can't do any DCA in this kind of scalping trade. In position trade, it is not necessary you are using a stop loss or not. But in scalping trade, it is the main basic thing of the trade. You need to be patient if you do position trade. But if you do scalping trade, you must learn one thing, that learn to book a loss. If you don't remove a rotten finger, you may lose the whole hand. You have to understand this. So that's how we do position trade and scalping trade. This is the difference between the two types of trade. Yes, you can convert your scalping trade to position trade if necessary. Depends on the market situation. So it is the basic thing of the market. To trade properly in the market, you have to understand these two basic things. So you have to decide which one you will do, position or scalping. But if you decide to do a scalping trade, don't convert it to position trading, because then there is no meaning for scalping, and it will be very difficult to manage that later, because in scalping you have to take high margin, depends on your stop loss. If you don't close at the stop loss, so it will give you more pain later, and it will be very difficult to manage if you convert this to position trade. I hope you have understand. Good luck.